What's going up, guys? It's Genie the Great, and I'm back. So I didn't post a single video for a week there, and to tell you the truth, I was just busy with other things and didn't get around to writing, so there was really nothing to show you or update you on. So, yeah, I was just busy with like a lot of other stuff going on, but it's all good, nothing bad, it was just a lot. So, all I've done with writing in the last week or so is just think about like what I want to do next. And you know, I've been telling you guys that I have to where I'm at in the novel with editing is that I have to go through and read and the whole thing like I was reading a novel and pick out the main, like the big problems with it that are gonna take a lot of time to fix. And so I've been avoiding that just because it's really overwhelming to think about that, because these are problems that are pretty much going to make me rework my entire novel. And I don't know, that's just going to take so long. It's going to be difficult and discouraging, and I just have been putting it off. But I was going to do that before I got to the beta readers, but I think I'm going to let the beta readers handle that. So I'm going to go ahead and find some beta readers to what they're for is to like give you an objective perspective, so that they can tell you what's wrong and you can fix it. So what I'll do is find a beta reader. When they have a chance, I'm going to email them the first chapter of my novel. They're going to sit down in one sitting and read that chapter, and then immediately after they read it, they're going to send me their feedback. Very thorough, critical, detailed feedback. Not just like, well, that was good, or, you know, that wasn't so good, I didn't like this. But really give me descriptive reasons why they felt the way they did. And it's best to have people that maybe have a little bit of a background giving feedback in writing or critiquing. And yeah, so I'm gonna count on them to give me those the problems. And then after, if they want to continue on another occasion when they have time, I'm gonna send them the second chapter, and then they're gonna immediately give me their feedback, and then the third, and you know, and so on, if they want to. So, I'm gonna let them handle, like, I'm gonna let them tell me what they think is wrong with it, like the main, like the deeper issues, I guess. This isn't just like, oh, this was spelled wrong, or you left out a comma, like, not that stuff. Like, well, I didn't really feel that the climax was super impactful and really it got lost in the story. So, something like that, something that would really take me some time to fix. So, that being said, if any of you would like to be a beta reader, please let me know. Of course, I could use as many beta readers as possible, and we'll start it off with one chapter. And if you don't want to continue after one chapter, that is totally okay, and if you do, that's awesome too. So if you want to be a beta reader and you do not know me personally, then please let me know. I need objective standpoints, so I'm not going to let my friends read it. So if you don't know me personally and you would like to do this for me, then that would be really, really awesome. Let me know on Twitter at China_writes, which is always at the end of the video, and it's also in the description. Or you could just leave a comment, or yeah, hit me up. But I could use really as many beta readers as possible. And if you want to do this, please, please, please give me very, very critical, thorough, descriptive, detailed feedback. And, you know, to be honest, the more negative, it's useful to get more negative feedback than positive. So if you like it, what you read, that's awesome. But really, you don't have to tell me if you like it. Tell me what you don't like about it, because that's what's going to help me make it better. So that would be great. If any of you guys would want to do that, I would really, really appreciate it. I'm going to need tons of beta readers, so please let me know. And yeah, so I'm going to jump into the beta readers and get that started as soon as I find people that are willing to read for me. And as far as writing other things, this does free me up to write other things. Man, through writing this novel, I've really got an itch for, like, as a writer, I'm always constantly like, ooh, I could write a story about that, or I could this, oh, this would make a great poem, or a screenplay, or a novel, or a short story, or a flash fiction. And I'm just constantly thinking like, ooh, would this be good? And then I'll be like, nah, that's not good. Or something like that. But yeah, so since writing this novel, I've had a lot of those ideas, but I've been like, no, I'm focusing on this novel. But now that I'm at this point where I'm not really putting anything new into the story, I'm just gonna help send it to people and get feedback and then work from there. I really have time to write whatever I want to write. And I think a couple update videos ago I said I really kind of got back in the passion for writing again, because I've always been a short story writer, and so for me to go this long without writing short stories, it's kind of, I don't know, I kind of lost my passion for it. And then I read my professor's story in that one video, which was hilarious, but that really kind of reminded me of being in his class and the work that we did and the critiques that we did, and it's just like I was writing all the time, just always writing, and it was amazing. Like, it was so fun because this is my passion. So it was just to be in an environment where all these people have that same passion and we're all bouncing off one another and feeding each other ideas and giving each other criticism and stuff like that. It was just such a good, thriving environment, and I miss it. So I've been looking for writers groups. There's actually a meeting tomorrow at my library for young writers. Unfortunately, I have to work, so that's really a bummer. But I can still write. You know, I might not have the environment as I did then, but I have thought of a way to get myself writing again. Because what I've been focused on as far as short stories for the last few months is just like, what can I send to a magazine that could get published? And that's not a good mindset to think about, like, because then I'm trying to think of brand new ideas on the spot and then thinking, how would someone react to this story? And, you know, it's not, first off, it was hard to come up with new ideas just out of nowhere, because any kind of creative art form, no matter what it is in the world, you need some kind of inspiration within yourself to write or to create. You can't just say, well, I need to create, so I'm going to create. And maybe you all can relate to that if you do anything creative. So it just wasn't a good place to come from, and that's why I wasn't writing, because I couldn't think of anything. And so I've kind of made this little exercise for myself. Two things. One is I'm gonna write every single day about what I did that day. And I'm leaving myself some freedom. So I'm not gonna, it could be a journal if I just want to be like, this is what happened today. At least that's still writing. But it could be like a short, like a fiction, but I use what happened to me in a day to write it. Or it could be a poem, or, you know, a screenplay, whatever I feel. Or if something really weird happened that day, maybe I take that and I run with it, you know? So just giving myself some freedom, but using my life that day. So then every single day I have something to write about. Whether it just be like, I watched Netflix all day long. Or I got so much done, I was very productive, this happened, this happened, this happened. Or it could be like, this was a really weird thing that happened. What if this happened? And like, I don't know, maybe I sound crazy to you guys, but it's really going to give me a lot of good and bad material to write about, which is what I'm getting at. And the second thing that I've thought about creative, to help me creative writing is what I did like 2 or 3 Write With Me Wednesdays ago, where I wrote a story from a writing exercise and then shared that with you guys. I freaking love that idea. So I have a whole book full of little writing exercises, and of course I have the internet, you know, I can always look it up and find some new ones there. But I really love the idea of sitting down with you guys and writing from this exercise and then immediately sharing that story with you guys. And whether it be a shitty story or not, you know, writing exercises are not meant to be worked on and not meant to be a process. They're just meant to get you to write real quick, and that can prompt a story from it. So if you write like a little exercise, if you're like, oh, this is funny, I like this, I want to go with this, then you can write a story from that. It's not meant to be like this grand story as soon as you write the exercise. It's meant to be like writing real fast, not worrying about what you're writing, not thinking, how should I write this and this and this? What will people think about this? Or how will this be taken? It's just meant to get you writing. That's it. And I love that idea to share that with you guys on camera. So I'm going to be doing that as well sometimes. Not every Wednesday, because I feel like that would get a little bit too repetitive, but every now and then. So videos will start up back normal today. I'm about to go to work. It is 8:41. I work at 10 o'clock this morning. So yeah, I'll start videos regularly again. And yeah, I'm sorry about the break, but I really was just working on other things and didn't get to writing. So I'm really interested in this, in these little exercise ideas that I have, and I found a new library, which is so cool, and so it's real close to my work, so I could go get some work done there, like before or after, if I have like a midday shift or something. That'll give me a chance to write there, because it's always good to get out of your comfort zone and write somewhere or create somewhere. When I'm here, I'm so tempted to just like watch Netflix or YouTube and play with my cat or eat food or something like that. So when I'm kind of like in a new environment, I'm forced, all I have is my laptop. I could watch Netflix, but I'm just pretty much forced to sit down and write or read, which is also healthy, and just do stuff like that. So I'm pretty stoked on finding that library. I pass it literally twice a day, and I always think, oh, that's the library. But I guess I thought it belonged to the school because it's right next to the school, but no, it's a public library. So yeah, maybe I'll do some Write With Me Wednesday videos there, kind of like throwback to how I used to make them. But anyways, I guess that's pretty much it. So once again, if you want to be a beta reader and you do not know me personally, and you're open to give very, very thorough feedback, please let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys on Wednesday for a Write With Me Wednesday. Stay motivated, stay inspired, and stay happy. See you guys.